Never before had someone considered the idea of a life simulation game, from building your own house to living a full life. However, this idea was not very well received in the community of electronic arts. Even the head of the company turned down his plans for many times until finally, after a full decade, the plan had come to fruition. In the year 2000, after being placed on the shelves, this game skyrocketed to make over $16 million. Now when we look at this, we think, well, that's cool, but the chances of that ever happening again are bare to none. But one game came out from this, another that surpassed them all. Minecraft started out as a small indie game created by Notch, the person that we all know and love. After working on many projects with other companies, Notch set out to create his own game. Now, most indie gurus would suggest to you to keep your price at a bare minimum or even free on any kind of indie game. However, even with the $15 price, players went ahead and delved straight into the blocky world of Minecraft. With every great success comes so many other side successes. All of these would be considered Minecraft ripoffs, but I consider them to be great jewels in the rough. However, after pooling through all these games, I decided to make my own top 5 Minecraft clones. Now keep in mind that these are all games that I've actually played, so if your favorite game isn't on here, then I've probably not even played it. One of these examples would be Cube World. It looks fantastic and amazing, well done, but I've never seen it. I've never had any hands-on experience, so it will not be making this list. And without further ado, let's move on with my top 5 Minecraft clones in gaming. And the number 5 slot goes to Block Story, a Minecraft clone with actual quests and storyline. The game can be found on platforms such as Android, iPhone, and PC. When entering the game, you'll notice that the graphics aren't as good as Minecraft. But looks aren't everything when it comes to gaming. For this game, as I've said before, has the concept of an actual RPG, the ability to find NPCs and help them with some questing. The idea for the game to have quests and be like Minecraft wasn't just from Minecraft alone. The developer was a huge fan of the MMORPG known as MapleStory. While playing that game with his friends, he started to wish that there were games similar to MapleStory, but as massive and randomly generated as Minecraft. With extensive knowledge of computer programming, Paul the co-creator set out to make this expansive game. But what makes this game stand out over any other Minecraft lookalikes? Is it the questing? Or is there something far greater and much more entertaining? Well, as it turns out, there are vehicles in this game, from small average boats to steampunk carts. Not only are these cool, but it really helps when traveling an incredibly long distance. Also, this game features magic. You can fly, shoot lightning, fire, and even get a wand with a mini-map display. Overall, this game is certainly worth checking out. Master Space. This game is absolutely amazing when it comes to the programming. Not only is there flowing water, but the water itself can become a deterrent to survival. From underwater spouts filling up your mine to rainstorms flooding your buildings. Not only is this a factor, but destruction is an entirely other matter. Meteors can crash down on your planet, causing some serious damage to both the landscape and homemade structures. The voxel-based technology in this game is truly something to marvel at. Also, the game isn't made out of cubes like Minecraft, creating a smoother, more realistic look to the terrain. Another aspect that I love about this game is the shape of the world. The planets are spherical, almost like the game Animal Crossing Wild World. This makes it feel like you're actually circling a planet rather than just being on some random landmass. Not only are the looks and concept well designed, but you also have the ability to fly to distant planets. Castle Miner Z is an epic horror survival game in a block-based world. Created for the Xbox 360 and PC, this game is far more intense than any we've seen. Not only do you have to survive against hordes of zombies, but you must mine, craft, and build in order to protect you and your friends. Also, this game allows you to play as your Xbox 360 avatar, making the game feel a lot more customizable. Some of the hordes that will attack you will include skeletons, zombies, dragons, demons, and aliens? Yes, that's right. Eventually, while playing the game, you will come across an alien crash site biome. Now, I know that's a mouthful, but man is it awesome. At the crash site, you will find a meteorite. This meteorite is made up of space rock and space goo. These blocks are what I love most because you can craft them into laser weapons. However, while mining the meteorite, you will be attacked by aliens. Aliens are incredibly strong and are easier to be killed by diamond weapons. So it is best to take this biome on as a team if you plan on getting away with any space goo. The second to top item on our list is Star Made. Now surprisingly enough, this game is currently free to play. I know, right? What on earth could make this game surpass those that cost around $10? Well, allow me to explain just how epic this game really is. The best way to do this is to simply tell you exactly what the genre of this game is. This game is an open universe space simulation sandbox game. Now I know that's a mouthful and all, but man does that say a lot. The game was created by Shima? I don't know, something like that. In this game, you design your own ship, space station, docking stations, and planetary bases. Once entering the game, you will learn how to create your first intergalactic ship. The building system in this game is absolutely amazing. You have the ability to craft normally, or in build mode. Think of build mode as creative mode, but not in a cheating sort of way. You can fly and hover from any angle and place and remove blocks instantly. This makes creating things quicker and more seamless than many others. After building a ship, you are then able to decide what it will be used for. Do you want a warship to destroy pirates and enemy players? Or would you fancy yourself a mining ship with lasers that can mine in multiple different spots simultaneously? Either way, this game is fun. There are planets and asteroids as far as the eye can see. Also, there's a strong and in-depth gravity system. Walking to another side of the planetary cube will expect your world to turn upside down as you enter into a new direction of gravity. Also, you can create a gravity unit which can change which way gravity is pulling. This can be used to walk on walls or even ceiling. From this, you are then able to create a far more complex space station than ever imagined. Also, while exploring through space, you will come across some galactic stores. You can not only shop to buy new blocks, but sell the treasures that you have obtained from mining and looting. Overall, this game is by far the largest and most expansive game that I have ever seen in my entire life. The top item on our list is the infamous 7 Days to Die. In this game, World War III had occurred, causing massive destruction throughout the entire world. From the ashes of this destruction, a virus was formed which transforms the surviving humans into an army of the animated dead. Naturally, you have to survive and kill stuff. Now trust me when I say that surviving is easier said than done. Not only are the enemies fierce, but the day-night cycle causes even more strife. During the day, zombies will walk slowly and don't spawn other than what's already in existence. But once the moon rises, the zombies run at top speed while spawning like an onslaught of breeding rabbits. Also, there is a stealth sound and smell system within the game. Carrying around a bunch of raw venison? Well, too bad for you, because now every zombie in the immediate area knows exactly where you are. Banging really hard on some stone? Well, now you're screwed because the zombies heard that too. So what should you do when zombies are after you? Well, you should sneak, of course. The sneaking system in this game is just like Skyrim or Oblivion. The eye on the screen lets you know whether or not enemies have taken notice of you. Also, your minimap has icons that represent the zombies. If the zombies are green, they are none the wiser. But if the enemies are red, then they will hunt you down until you get somewhere safe. Not only are these features absolutely amazing, but the blocks themselves have more depth than you would think. Blocks have actual physics simulating the real-time structural integrity. Not a single support on your second floor? Well, that sucks, because now it's collapsing on top of you. Because of this feature, you won't find any random blocks floating in the air. When chopping down a tree from its roots, the whole thing will come tumbling down. This also makes it more challenging and risky when mining underground. One false move and too large of an area is all that it takes to kill your weak humanly body. Oh yeah, and you can also craft stuff or whatever. So thank you all so much for watching. As you may have noticed, a lot of the video footage that I used came from some pretty epic YouTube series. If you want to check them out, feel free to click on the links in the description. And if you want to check out my previous video, you can click on the screen right here. Also, if you really want to, you can, leave a comment or maybe like and subscribe. Subscribe! My friend!